mildly surprised there weren't like 3 more votes for pants like there usually are. Karakas in this game is Loki. Probably need to buy 2 with Forbidden Fruit rather than roll for a princess, right? It's only turn 2 on Cedric. About 1 in 4, Krima. If you haven't already gotten a Cinderella. Yes! Deny the sleigh. Deny it. Now, do we want cats or another mem? Probably just cats? Probably just cats. Though, not that likely to have a dragon. Definitely could run something back to try to counter dragon, but eh. This makes it more likely we get the shot off with a sure shot first. Probably shouldn't have fully arranged that before deciding if we wanted another unit or not. One sort of does something. Yeah, we can try to explain things a bit more carefully here, Roman. Do this questionable play here. Okay, so the crux of the game, you might already know this, but we're trying to build a board of units that will go against a random opponent, and we essentially try to have a stronger board than theirs. So our units fight each other. So starting with the front left, going down the line, they attack in order. And then they attack a random unit on the enemy's front line and go from there. The players in the lobby are listed on the left with their current health totals, and the one with a little like gold underlined is the one we're fighting next. Our gold, we get a certain amount of gold each turn that starts as 2 and goes up each turn until we're getting 12 gold a turn. We don't get to keep any unspent gold. Over here is our current level and life total here. There's the overlay is on as well, so you can see, like, hover over units to see what their stats are and stuff like that. Their abilities, rather. You naturally gain 1 experience each turn. 3 experience levels you up, and the level determines what you can buy in the shop. So these things cost 2, they're available from the beginning of the game. You start at level 2, and you cap at level 6. So level 6 units cost 6, and they're available if you are level 6. This unit here that just attacked has a Slay ability, which means it activates when they are attacking and defeat an enemy hero, as they just did, or excuse me, an enemy character here, just as they did there. In this case, it is a quest that if they slay 3 enemies, it completes and levels up the unit. Most units you upgrade or cripple them by getting 3 of the same unit. So like we've got 2 sure shots here. If we get a 3rd one, they will cripple into 1 bigger unit. But you can also complete quests for that type of unit to have that effect. And when you triple a unit, you double their stats, their base stats, and sometimes double their abilities, depends on the ability, and you get a treasure of the level of the unit involved. I should probably run this, right? Or maybe this. That's not much better. That's still better than what we had, though, I think, especially since this is 0 attack. Questionable. No good reason, Ziggy. No good reason. I think my thought was just like, oh, it's worth getting the sure shot value or whatever, but this is 0 attack. Like, I have no excuse. But yeah, so you naturally get 1 experience every round, and there are 3 spells that can increase experience as well. There used to be a, good god, a unit that could increase experience too, but that is currently removed from the game for being a little overly problematic. I mean, Court Wizard is kinda good right now, I guess. But it makes it harder to get our triples. So our current hero power is we get like a global upgrade to our royalty every time we upgrade one. So if this completes her quest, or if we find another like Sherwood Sure Shot here, then we will get a big board buff here. But until we get that, we're kind of sad right now. Okay, that's a spell we can upgrade this with. So this is a Sleeping Princess. When I target it with a spell, it wakes up and gets +8 attack, but it's a 0-8 to start, so it can occasionally be hard to find the spell to actually get it awake. But if you do awaken it, it has very good stats for the level of unit, basically. She also gets longer. Yeah, the art changes in a weird way. It is very much the case. So certainly lots of different abilities have, or characters have various different abilities here. So you saw this one just kind of attack twice, and you'll see this again here. It's going to get a free attack there. This ability is when one of our royalty is attacked into and killed, then it gets a free attack. And those free attacks just won me the fight. So that did really good work for us there. And we just tripled that unit, so now her base stats are 10-6 instead of 5-3. And because we're Miri, we get +2/+2 to all of our royalties. So all of these units here all get stronger. We're about to do it again with a sure shot here. Do we want a level 4? I guess we do because we're Miri, right? That's worth it here. So this like makes my next treasure bigger. And that means we get a level 4 treasure, which means we can get the Sky Castle, which gives our princes and princesses +4/+4. And now our board state is drastically stronger than it was. Kind of laughably so. We might even take this stupid P, or we could take this mermaid, maybe? I'll take a mermaid here. Maybe that means I also take the P. This is a little weird, but sure. Yeah, we'll do the P here. So, our board is way strong right now. Yeah, hidden cache is not bad, but I mean, we're not taking Sky Castle, right? Most of our board just got +8/+8 after that turn, so Draco just took 12 damage. So damage you deal opponents is based on your current level, so baseline of 4 right now. +1 for each normal unit you have on board, and +3 for each upgraded unit on board. Those are the ones with the glowy effects on them here. So now we'd like to hit experience spells, but I guess we're taking this pair of peeps. Sure. I suppose we can do that. Okay. Sure to everything. Just sure all day long. So another +2/+2 to my board. And another +1/+1 to my board, or do we take Merlin's hat? There's also a Juliet here and a Cindy, which we probably want both of. Does that mean we probably don't skip though, right? I mean, we can also just throw the Court Wizard in the dumpster, and that's fine too. Like, it's okay. We either need to buff it or dumpster it. I'm gonna lock for the Juliet here and not put it in yet. Maybe wanted to run my 15/15 over the Court Wizard here. I think it's close, but Sadrak is huge. They're doing Sadrak things. We have a chance to dunk them, but they're gonna hit our range there. Yeah. We barely win. Huge. I don't think we were meant to change our positioning at all. Yeah, Court Wizard can be if we do find good ways to buff it, but otherwise I'm not too worried about it. It could come back in if we get a Good Boy later. Take that pair. I don't think I actually want that pair. Like, if we were more desperate for upgrades, I'd rather just like find an Arthur or spells we can cast here. Game. Possibly even wanted to sell for that right now. It's kind of awkward though. Have to sell either the P or the Cindy. I don't want to sell the Cindy. I might want a second Court Wizard later, but I'm not going to speculate on grabbing a Court Wizard now. Court Wizard cripples less well than most units do. Like, it doesn't get much stronger when you cripple it and make it bigger. There's a few units like that that are not especially powerful to triple. Probably should have moved. Well, no, because we were still running that for a while. So what Arthur does is it gives a permanent +2/+2 buff to all of my royalty at the start of each fight. So right now it'll permanently buff these two. Okay. Sure. Oh, I've got $1 left. So you see we get those permanent buffs and those upgraded royals there. The Sure Shot there, you may have noticed, attacks a bit differently, and so does the Spellweaver. They have ranged, so that means they deal their damage, but they don't take the damage back like you usually do. This is broadly one of the most straightforward heroes. We're just looking for an Arthur, alright, deal. Forky Rod's cute, and has immediate value proccing the Cinderella. So when we buy a spell that costs 2 or less, it's cast twice, so we're going to cast the Shrivel, which gives a random enemy -12/-12 for the fight. Which casts twice and activates this quest here. And we'll just skip that for the money. So... not that the money does a lot for us now. Oh, but it gives us this, which is really strong, actually. So here, Cinderella is upgraded, so they would be getting +4/+4 turn from the upgraded Prince Arthur here if I have them in play. But they're not a good class of character, so when we're going into our late game build, we don't really care about them getting those stats. So we'd rather just not care about them mostly. Well, we're keeping the Court Wizard because it's really good with Good Boy later, Krima. So, you see the resummon here, that's Romeo and Juliet's gimmick here. So, when Romeo dies, if a Juliet on your side has died that fight, then it summons the Juliet. There's only 3 people left alive as we hit level 6 here. This was a fast lobby. Everyone's gotten bullied, and they're gonna fight each other now, apparently. Just hopefully they don't tie, but otherwise we don't really care what they do. Is there anything we're looking for other than Good Boy here? We could probably just take this to have more gold to look for Good Boy next turn. Okay. Don't think we take Fool's Gold here. There's definitely an argument for it. I'll definitely explain Good Boy when we, well, if we find one. Okay, so this is a Good Boy. It's a friendly little doggo. And its ability is that when it dies, it gives its stats to all of your other good units. You can tell alignments of units, by the way, by the border. So all my units are good right now. They all have a gold border. Evil units have a black border like this, and neutral ones have a silver border. We have so much money. Alright, you get out of here. So we're buying this good boy. Right now it's only 4-4, but we're going to clone it. So now we have an evil twin clone of that good boy. I don't think we run it yet. We don't run it yet. But if we find another good boy or start finding ways to buff it, it will get very strong. Joke's on you, Krima. We're just gonna triple good boy. No, we're not actually gonna triple good boy. Bella's already gonna be dead. So now this is a real question. We actually get weaker if we take this, so maybe we don't take the Romeo? It feels so much like we're supposed to, but it's not a permanent buff, no, but it can get really big. Actually, we could... But then we'd have to sell the Court Wizard. Take Romeo so we get weaker, so we don't kill Avella, so we can triple a good boy. Alright. I'm sold. So to explain why we get weaker with the Romeo there, we do get stronger in the fact that it's upgraded, so Prince Arthur can apply the buff to it, which is really nice. But before, with 2 Romeos, it meant we were resummoning 2 Juliets, which was really strong. And now we've only got the 1 Romeo, so it's only going to resummon 1 Juliet. So we're weaker. I think we were losing the fight anyway, though. They are reasonably strong, but not too ridiculous. Alright, so level 6 treasures that we can get from tripling these are very strong, especially this one right here. So our first character has 100 attack. We're going to go ahead and grab that. Replace really either one of these, but probably that, yeah. So we now put Good Boy in that slot, and now Good Boy has 100. Here, let me finish the turn before fully explaining that shenanigans here, but can do it like that. Probably like this because of Court Wizard. Probably cast a double cast of this on the Avella board here. I don't know how strong the Bearstein is, but we'll try that. That might work. Sure. There's not that much else I'm chasing right now. I'm just buying this because we're locking for the Hercules. So this is an upgraded Good Boy. It gives its stats to the other characters that are good on my team twice because it's upgraded. And it's got that magic sword. So you'll see as soon as this Good Boy dies here, that all of my units have a lot of stats now. I forgot to swap. Oh, how did Juliet get down here? I screwed up on my positioning. Juliet is supposed to be here, and Arthur's supposed to be here, and Court Wizard's supposed to be here. But you see how all of my units have 200 attack now. And we kept the Court Wizard because it gets the free shots from my royalty dying, like so. And then it's now doing free 200 damage shots. And just dunking them there. So, I like how perfect that was. It's like, okay, now to show off the Good Boy, like, main strat is finding magic sword with it. And, yep, here's the Good Boy triple, and here's the magic sword, and here's how we want the build to be. So my positioning's a little bad at the end here. But like we want the Juliet in front to make sure she dies early to be able to be resummoned by the Romeo, and we want our ranged units further on the left so they're more likely to be able to get the double attack from being ranged there. That's potentially confusing. By that I don't mean like Court Wizard's free attack. What I mean is like kind of the baseline use of a ranged unit a lot of times is they get attack into an enemy and then an enemy attacks them later, so their attack value happens twice, right? Rather than only once if they trade it into an enemy unit. So if they're over on the left side, they attack sooner and we're more likely to get that value from their range status. But we were strong enough with the Magic Sword Good Boy, it didn't really matter. This ranged unit here, we could either run it back, but I like running it forward because since this is a ranged unit, it's never going to trade into an enemy unit and then die. So enemies are going to attack into that, which means it's going to proc the Court Wizard and we're going to get a free 200 damage attack on an enemy unit there. So that's good. This was definitely a pretty good hero to do this explanatory run with because they're very straightforward strategy-wise. Find the royals and buy them and triple them and then probably get Good Boy late game. Like that's Miri's game plan, basically.